When you think about the brothers ruling a country together, then you might think there must be a fight between brothers because siblings fight for clothes sometimes. Personally, I'm a good brother to my sister, I believe. Anyway, I do talk to my cat daily, though, and I read fairy tale stories before my cat goes to bed with me, and I tell him some history before he goes to sleep. My cat is like my little brother to me. This is a numis coin with Valentinianus, and this is a numis coin with Valens. Valen is Valentinianus's brother, and it shows how the Roman Empire became greater. It was too big to run by one emperor. Valentinianus is known as a charismatic emperor. He was born in Pannonia, Cibele, which is now in Croatia Vinkovci. His father was a merchant who made rope and sold the rope. His father was known as a strong person. Valentinianus and his father joined the army, but in his early career, he actually got fired because he got involved in Julianus and Constantinus II's political conflict. He could come back to the army when Jovianus was the emperor, and that's the moment Valentinianus's career got back on track again. Jovianus liked Valentinianus's bravery. However, Jovianus passed away a year after he became the emperor. It was a very sudden death. Nobody saw that coming. So the Roman Senate had a meeting right after and decided to choose Valentinianus as the next Roman emperor, and senators suggested Valentinianus to have co-emperor, and Valentinianus picked his brother Valens to be the co-emperor. Both of the brothers were known as brave soldiers and responsible emperors. Valens was a good younger brother because after Valentinianus's death, his successor was Gratianus. But he accepted Gratianus without any complaints, probably because Valens had a humble side of him and was not a power-greedy kind of person. It is hard to find a person like that in modern days as well. Historian Ammianus Marcellinus wrote about him. Ammianus recognized Valentinianus's leadership qualities, bravery, and ability to inspire confidence in his soldiers. He also acknowledged Valentinianus's effectiveness in quelling rebellions and asserting his authority. However, there is criticism towards him as well. He also depicted Valentinian as somewhat ruthless and prone to harsh punishments, as evidenced by his actions against the rebellious soldiers. While Valentinianus was alive, the West Roman Empire was strong, but after his death, because of Valen and Theodosius's critical mistake in the Battle of Hadrianopolis and Battle of Frigidus, Valentinianus's effort turned into bubbles. Valen's losing to Goths in Hadrianopolis caused the Roman Empire to collapse because 20,000 soldiers were dead, including the Emperor Valens as well. The Roman Empire didn't collapse with Valens, but this war caused long-term damage, because they lost 20,000 soldiers in a bad economy, meaning it is almost impossible to recover the national defense system. It became the biggest threat and biggest problem for the Roman Empire. Well, Valentinianus is known as the brave king who made the West Roman Empire stronger, but at the same time, he had a critical mistake that he made in Leptis Magna. In 365, there was tsunami and damaged Leptis Magna, so people who lived in the Leptis Magna were suffering, but Romanus was blackmailing them with his authority and taxed them extra more because Romanus wanted to put some extra money into his pocket. But you think people from the Leptis Magna had enough power? No, so basically, people from Leptis Magna wrote a report, what Romanus did in Leptis Magna, but Senatus already took the money from the Romanus, and Valentinianus, who judges this case, only believed Romanus, and executed people from Leptis Magna for rebellion cruelly. That's why Ammianus Marcellinus depicted Valentinian as somewhat ruthless and prone to harsh punishments, as evidenced by his actions against the rebellious soldiers. How did the brave Emperor Valentinianus first die? Well, the reason is a bit futile. He met a diplomatic representative, and because of whatever the representative said, Valentinianus literally pissed off. Like really. He got a stroke and he fell, and that's the day he passed away. I guess stress actually kills, so try not to get too angry. Stay calm and chill.